Hi, I'm going to be talking with you in this video about relationship difficulties from a multidimensional perspective. What I mean by that is you think in terms of this lifetime to begin with, there's issues there, but then we also bring in stuff from previous lifetimes and where we have ancestral trauma. And we're connected with collective consciousness. So I'm going to unpack this for you. So if you're interested, stay tuned. Stay tuned. So first of all, my name is Rémi. I've been in the helping field now for a little while, for 50 years. I'm certified as and trained as a trainer in couple and family therapy with a main professional association in the field. So I've looked at these issues over a long, long time and tried all kinds of things in terms of what works and what doesn't work and so on. And part of what I've done is I was in relationship with my twin flame, Jill, for 10 years until she got really sick and then she withdrew from the world. So I've learned a soul connection as well, really profoundly. So there's the personality stuff, there's the relationship stuff, there's early childhood and so on. Let me unpack some of this for you. So you think in terms of we're a soul. We come down as a soul and we have some issues there. And we connect with our parents and they had their own strengths and difficulties and challenges and they may or may not have separated and etc. So you have a map, a map deeply embedded in you from very early childhood in terms of what a relationship should look like. It does look like. For example, you may have some mayday fears deep inside of you. So when you go into conflict with your beloved, you go into freaking out. And same with the other guy. So the tendency is in so many relationships is for one to withdraw and for the other one to try to get the connection, to try to grasp, and the other one withdraws more as a result, so it creates a vicious cycle. So there's some layers in terms of that are really important. So think in terms of the good old days for you, beginning when you were tiny. So there's some research that shows that even in the womb, we're impacted by what goes on with our mother and her environment. If she's really stressed and so on in terms of relationship, even before our brain is formed very much, we have these memories in our nervous system in terms of when things are a bit stressed. There's freak out, there's shutting down, there's, however the reaction was for your mother. So there's that level. And then there's a lot of research that talks about attachment the first year and a half of life. If things were really good for your mother and therefore between your parents and her world, then you developed what was secure bonding, you felt safe and so on. And you carry that into adulthood. If she was off base or she wasn't very present for one reason or another, she had some trauma of her own, then you didn't get the nurturance and caring and safety that you needed, so you develop anxious bonding. And then worse than that is let's call it worse. It's choice, right? The soul choice to incarnate into those places. So if the mother was really quite unavailable, the child shuts down and develop avoidant bonding. So the child avoids their own needs. They're not in touch with their own needs emotionally because they've shut all that down. They're not in touch with with the connection, what the other person needs, because that would mean that they open up some. So then there's another piece in terms of anxious avoidant bonding where we have some of each. So we have some anxiety at some times and we're shut down at some other times, which is quite a few people have that. And then we're still, if things were really bad, then disorganized bonding. So it's anxious avoidant. but on a deeper level. So we start with that from early childhood, and we have those issues from pregnancy. And then as a soul, we had some layers of luggage there, where let's say you had a relationship with your partner now, or the partner that you separated from, whether you were twin flames or soulmate or other relationships. So you had some unresolved luggage, so there's layers of distrust and trauma and so forth, layers of, oh my gosh, this is so wonderful to begin with. So we really connect profoundly. And then we hit bumps, and then distrust comes up a little bit, and then anxiety, and I'm not safe with you, and then that amplifies gradually, and then so many people end up separating. Even souls, even two people that have incredible potential together, end up separating. So many. So and then so we have the pregnancy, we have very early childhood, we have of course growing up in terms of whether your parents divorced and so forth, and you had some relationships in adulthood, and we have some leftover issues in terms of that. All of this needs to be cleared and transmuted for each of us to be able to go into a fabulous relationship. And then there's more. There's collective consciousness. So let's say for twin flames, so souls who are very, very connected with each other at the soul level. But it's true for other people too. It's true for soulmates, and it's true for others. There's lots of videos and literature out there on YouTube, etc., that says that twin flames are, the guy can't be trusted. They're not really relevant. They only came to trigger you, so you grow and grow, and never mind the relationship. So there's that map in terms of the other guy is irrelevant, and you need to move on. Don't get all caught up into it. And so you can end up believing that and acting accordingly. So that's an example of collective consciousness. Or your family of origin, or your friends. There's lots of separations and so on. You hang out with people who've gone through that, and you can't trust the other guy. All males are duds, or all females are blah, blah, blah. All of these things. So we carry layers of stuff in each of these areas. If you look at all my fingers here, there's some layers at each of them, and guess what the other guy has? Same thing. So my complexity interacts with the other guy's complexity, and when we have a particular need, a need for connection, I'm going through a really difficult time. I need you right now, really, really need you, and the other guy shuts down. Or the other guy gets overwhelmed because my mom really needed me. She clung on to me, or she wasn't there for me when I was really tiny and really in need. Whatever the dance was, each of those impacts the dance between you. Each of those fingers, each of those layers. So we need to clear all of that, all of it. Never mind that this story is that relationship is irrelevant. Relationship, there's research that shows that relationship can, when we get sick, if we feel secure and safe with our beloved, just being together, holding hands when you go see a doctor, and so on, can help you to heal more quickly. Your relationship is stressed, it's difficult. Research shows that you can get sick more easily, right? So it's really crucial. So it's really wonderful, the beliefs that we're independent, and me, myself, and I, and so forth. Never mind relationship, or never mind my beloved. They need to be there for me and my needs, not me and the other way around. Oh my God, there's all these astounding beliefs that get in the way, and energies. So there's beliefs so that's mental level. There's emotional stuff, so we have unresolved trauma and so on. And there's behavioral things in terms of the way we've learned to interact with each other, the way we dance. All of that can create major problems. If you're interested in this, we have a webinar coming up that you may be interested in. So remember, my name is Rémi, quantumunion.com. Hit the button below for more information. Look forward to seeing you on the call if you're interested. Namaste.